A child endangerment case at a local daycare.
There were several instances where I did report to my director of her mistreating several different children, and nothing was ever done about it.
A former employee tells us what she saw before being fired.
It is the responsibility as city leaders to keep our city safe, and we take that very seriously.
A new plan put in place by Ohio leaders to make Cincinnati safer. How state police are tracking down repeat violent offenders.
Warming temperatures in the tri-state, just how high we go and how long that warmth lasts, plus tracking some small rain chances ahead in my Weather Authority forecast.
And unfortunately, I hope it doesn't take, a serious injury or a death, for something to happen.
And a dangerous intersection on a stretch of local road. Why families say there has to be change before someone dies.
Breaking news alerts and the Weather Authority forecast. This is Local 12 News.
We begin tonight with breaking news in Sims Township. Police are on the scene of a crash between a car and a motorcycle on Loveland Madeira Road near I-275's ramp.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Welcome in. A first look at your forecast. We'll continue to see some showers and thunderstorms pushing through into the overnight, and those temperatures into
Police answering the call, rushing to help after an active shooter call goes out from Evergreen High School. 3 students are in critical condition. They were all shot at Evergreen High School. A 4th patient also suffered unknown injuries. The suspected shooter is among those hurt.
The first report of a shooting at that school came in just before 1 this afternoon.
The sheriff's office initially telling parents to stay away from that area due to an active assailant near that school.
Thank you for joining us for Denver 7 News at 5. I'm Micah Smith. We continue to follow breaking news, a shooting at Evergreen High School.
I'm Ryan Fish. Let's get straight to Jefferson County Sheriff's Office with a live update for us.
With the crime scene, ATF is also here, and then this is the scariest thing you could ever think that could happen. And these parents were really frightened, and so were the kids. And I know we always say not again, and here we are.
We train for this. We're prepared for this. It's not something we want to prepare for, but we are prepared.
We shouldn't live in fear. We should have an understanding that these things happen, and there's things that we can do to prepare.
An incident like this can be really stressful and can make the staff, sad and depressed. And so we want to support our staff as well.
Evergreen's a strong, resilient community. I know we're all going to pull together around this.
Tonight, the state of Colorado is once again left reeling after the latest school shooting in our area. Details are still coming into the newsroom this evening after a student opened fire inside and outside Evergreen High School early this afternoon.
9 News at 9 starts right now.
Tonight, we know 1 high school student is dead. 2 others are injured after a shooting at Evergreen High School. Thanks for joining us at 9. I'm Alexandra Lewis.
And I'm Kyle Clark. Today, a student shot 2 of his classmates before killing himself. It happened around lunchtime at Evergreen High, about 30 miles west of Denver in the foothills. Here's what we know. The shooting started at about 12:30 in the afternoon on school grounds. Jeffco Sheriff's Office says the shooting took place both inside and outside the school.
We're joining you with breaking news instead of our regularly scheduled program because it appears that the nationally known conservative activist named Charlie Kirk has been shot at Utah Valley University. All indications are that happened. We don't know how severe the situation is, but indeed a troubling thing to hear. We're going to take some deep breaths. We're not going to go too fast because of how little we know about this, but more information is coming in constantly.
We begin with breaking news in Utah, where conservative activist Charlie Kirk has been shot while speaking at an event. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 1. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. Thanks for joining us. Now, the shooting happened at Utah Valley University.
According to the Associated Press, Kirk is in critical condition. KTLA 5's Mary Beth McDade joining us live now from the newsroom with more on this breaking story. Mary Beth?
Well, Glenn and Lou, it's unclear at this point what the motive was, but we do know that Charlie Kirk is a conservative activist, and he was speaking at Utah Valley University before thousands of people when all of a sudden shots rang out. Now, here is video from this horrific incident.
Oh my God. Go, run.
Yeah, the video of the actual shooting is just too graphic to show you. A stream of blood can be seen coming from 31-year-old Kirk's neck as he falls back off his chair. People in the audience began running. Now, police say they have someone in custody, and the FBI is sending agents to assist in this investigation.
It just sounds like an earthquake, and everyone starts screaming, and then we hear someone yell, "There's a shooter!" And then all these kids start running into our classroom.
Chaos at Utah Valley University this afternoon as a gunman shot and killed conservative influencer Charlie Kirk.
You hear the pop, and then you just see hit his chest, and then just blood squirted out of him all over the table. And then he just fell over, and I'm shaking.
As people across the nation try to wrap their heads around this tragedy, authorities are still looking for a suspect.
But I want to make it crystal clear right now to whoever did this: we will find you, we will try you, and we will hold you accountable to the furthest extent of the law.
They have moved Charlie Kirk's body from Timpanogos Hospital in Orem to the medical examiner's office in Taylorsville. This was the motorcade assigned to that task. The shock of what happened today at UVU continues to reverberate here in Utah and all across the nation, and will for some time. Tonight you'll hear from people who will talk about what Charlie Kirk meant to the political discourse in this country. And from both sides of the aisle, you'll hear them call for political violence to stop. Orem, Utah is arguably one of the most conservative places in this country. The idea that a conservative who appeals to a younger audience would be preaching to a choir at a university there was a given. Still, there are plenty of people who would never agree with Charlie Kirk on anything. And those were the people he came to talk to today. Except he had just started his second question of the big event on the courtyard at UVU when a single shot was fired that ended his life. Fox 13 News brought you nonstop coverage today since shortly after Kirk was shot, and we continued tonight. Fox 13 News reporters Adam Herbetz, Ben Winslow, Jeremy Toms, Mythili Gooby, Scott McCain, and Spencer Joseph are all live as we update you on this story since last you heard.
This is breaking news from KSL.
And today, a life was taken. Charlie Kirk was first and foremost a husband and a dad to two young children.
It's just surreal, really, being in the moment, because you're like, this could never happen to me until it does.
I'm still shaking, and I'm still crying.
And that we need to speak up, we need to stand up, we need to move forward and say no to violence and yes to love and unity and justice.
To whoever did this, we will find you. We will try you. And we will hold you accountable.
Good evening. A tragic day and a somber night here on the campus of Utah Valley University. It was just about 10 hours ago when political activist Charlie Kirk was shot and killed.
Right now, there is no suspect in custody, and the investigation is still very active.
We do have team coverage for you tonight. We've got all angles covered for you. Reaction from the UVU community, those in attendance as well at the gathering where the shooting happened, as well as people that just gathered at vigils all across the state.
Coming up on News Channel 7, more details in the investigation into the deadly shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Plus, how a local nonprofit is helping families cope with the hard reality of losing everything in a fire. And some concerned neighbors are speaking out about flooding in their area, what Bay County plans to do to fix the issue.
Live from WJHG-TV, Northwest Florida's most watched, most trusted news. News Channel 7 starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Barry Lowe, and welcome to News Channel 7. We start off tonight with national news. Conservative activist and Trump ally Charlie Kirk is dead after being shot at an event in Utah Valley University this afternoon. The search continues for a suspect after a person of interest previously announced by authorities was released from custody.
Now, on the 19th, conservative activist Charlie Kirk assassinated while speaking to supporters at a college event.
Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
We have 19 coverage, a police chase coming to a fiery end, and officers racing to save the driver inside. The moment caught on camera. Pet owners going into fight or flight mode after their precious pet is attacked. The family speaking out about saving their dog. It's a night team exclusive. A crosswalk completely covered. Crews returning to remove a rainbow in Delray Beach as officials across the state fight back. Plus, check twice before you buy. A luxury shopping scam landing 2 people behind bars. This is 7 News at 11.
Conservative activist Charlie Kirk shot and killed while addressing supporters on a Utah college campus today. Hello again. And good evening. Police say the shooter fired a single shot from a rooftop on campus a good distance away.
Tonight, the manhunt for that gunman continues. The night team's Robin Simmons begins our team coverage. She's live in the Satellite Center. Robin.
Not once, but twice today, authorities said they had the suspected assassin in custody. First the university, then the FBI, both making statements they had to walk back. Tonight, President Trump pays tribute to a man who arguably helped put him in the White House.
Get your day started the right way with Good Day Tampa Bay.
Right now, force search is on for the gunman who, in a shooting outside of a Tampa apartment complex. We're live with the latest in this investigation.
We will find you. We will try you. And we will hold you accountable.
Plus, police promising to locate the person responsible for the shooting death of Charlie Kirk at a university event in Utah. How lawmakers are responding to the rise in political violence.
The whole dynamic, the whole industry of security has been significantly upended, changed. And
it's been 24 years since the 9/11 attacks, but its impact still felt today. How leaders at USF are shaping future generations to make sure a terrorist attack on that scale never happens again. Morning, everybody. Welcome to the 4 o'clock hour of Good Day Tampa Bay on this Thursday, September 11th, a day that carries a little bit more weight than most. I'm Walter Allen. Thanks for joining us, Dave. It is the Bro Show for the next 59 minutes.
All righty then.
What's
Look here at Ground Zero this morning on Today in New York as we mark 24 years since the world stood still. Thousands of lives lost, others changed forever. The tri-state, the rest of the country, and the world remember 9/11.
The FBI, meanwhile, leading a massive manhunt right now for the gunman who shot and killed conservative activist Charlie Kirk. The response from both sides of the aisle.
Also, we have breaking news this morning coming from Upper Manhattan. Flooded streets in Inwood after a water main break sends water gushing through the neighborhood. Look at the scene there. Good morning, everybody. It is 4:30 a.m. right now on this Thursday. It is September 11th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adele Caballero's here looking at the traffic situation around that water main break, as a matter of fact.
Fox 4, the only local news at 7 a.m. This is Good Day.
The search continues for the shooter who killed conservative political activist Charlie Kirk at a college in Utah. We have a reaction coming up.
Police in White Settlement arrest a suspected drunken driver after he was found asleep behind the wheel of a vehicle that was still in drive.
Plus, the nation will mark 24 years since the 9/11 terror attacks by honoring thousands of victims today. Good morning. It's Thursday, September 11th. I'm Brandon Todd.
I'm Lauren Prisball.
Well, the manhunt continues this morning for the person who shot and killed conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
He was speaking at a big event at Utah Valley University. He was shot in the neck. Fox 4's Peyton May joins us in studio with the very latest on this investigation.
This is breaking news on 2 News This Morning.
This is a dark day for our state. It's a tragic day for our nation. And I want to be very clear that this is a political assassination.
Charlie inspired millions, and tonight all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America.
Welcome to 2 News This Morning. As the nation mourns this morning, the search is on for the gunman who shot and killed conservative activist Charlie Kirk on the Utah Valley University campus in Orem.
Well, the shooter is believed to have fired from a nearby rooftop in what the Utah Department of Safety is calling a targeted attack.
Live from WJHG-TV, Northwest Florida's most watched, most trusted news. News Channel 7 starts right now.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mia Hernandez.
And I'm Emmeline Ivy. Welcome to News Channel 7 today.
Well, Trey, what kind of day do we have ahead of us?
Want to take a guess?
Probably just
Sunny and warm.
And
Bingo.
WMUR News 9 at 5 starts right now.
5, we're on top of breaking news coming out of Boston right now, where state police there have responded to unconfirmed reports of a shooting on the campus of UMass Boston. Taking a live look here from a helicopter, you can see the large police presence there on the ground. School officials say law enforcement is currently working with campus partners to ensure the safety of the staff, the faculty, and the students. This is happening on Morrissey Boulevard. It's in Dorchester specifically. You can see ambulance there as well right now as crowds gather, many of them evacuated from these area buildings. This is the address for one of the school's dorms. Again, at this point, a report of a shooting. Nothing has been confirmed on that yet, though.
The drought worsens with all of this sunshine, dry conditions. We'll have an update on where the drought is the worst and when we could see some rain.
Plus, a New Hampshire community put on a water restriction as most of the state faces a drought.
WMUR News 9 at 7:30 starts right now.
Tonight, the FBI is asking for help identifying this person right here, a person of interest in the killing of conservative political activist Charlie Kirk. Investigators believe the person in the photos is of college age.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 7:30. I'm Marissa Tansino.
And I'm Steve Botari. At this point, it has been 24 hours since the shooting on the campus of Utah Valley University.
This is ABC 15 News at 9.
Thanks for joining us at 9. I'm Javier Soto with your top stories from ABC 15 Arizona. ABC 15 was there as a casket carrying Charlie Kirk's body arrived here in the valley, escorted by Vice President J.D. Vance. We followed it all live as Air Force 2 touched down at Sky Harbor Airport. A motorcade and hearse drove through the valley, and Kirk's body arrived at Hanson Mortuary moments later. We'll recap it all for you and share reaction from the community ahead on Arizona Tonight.
This is breaking news from KSL.
We have people all over the country that are helping to bring this perpetrator to justice for Charlie Kirk and his family.
The manhunt continues tonight for the shooter who killed political activist Charlie Kirk.
We cannot do our job without the public's help right now.
New video highlighting their movements right after the deadly shot was fired.
We can start healing by finding this perpetrator and holding him accountable, and we need your help to do that.
Authorities hoping the public can help them find the suspect and get justice.
Live from San Diego, this is KUSI News.
Good evening, San Diego. I'm Jamie Chambers, in for Logan Burns.
And I'm Teresa Sardina. Thank you for joining us. The San Ysidro School District confirmed